an address by His Excellency Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed Saleh, President of the Republic of Maldives. I request protocol to escort His Excellency.
Aimed at encouraging increased school enrollment through provision of free school meals. The benefits extend beyond the school environment. In addition, we have introduced mainstream and implementation of school declaration laws and policies across all educational institutions in Nigeria. Mr. President, Your Excellency, the world was shocked and saddened by the massacre in New Zealand by a lone gunman taking the lives of 50 worshippers. This and similar crimes, which have been fueled by social media networks, risk seeping into the fabric of the emerging digital culture. Major technical companies must be alive to their responsibility. They cannot be allowed to continue to facilitate the spread of religious, racist, xenophobic, and false messages capable of inciting whole communities against each other, leading to loss of many lives. This could tear some countries apart. Organized criminal networks, often acting with impunity across international borders, present new challenges where only collective action can deliver genuine results. This is true in the battle against violent extremism, against trafficking in people and drugs, and against corruption and money laundering. The present Nigerian government is facing the challenges of corruption head-on. We are giving notice to international criminal groups by the vigorous prosecution of the P&ID scam attempting to cheat Nigeria of billions of dollars. Mr. President, Your Excellency, as a young man, as a soldier, I witnessed at first hand the terrible legacy of destruction and broken lives that conflict leaves in its wake. At the age of 75th anniversary of the end of the Second World War approaches, I wish to pay tribute to the sacrifices made by so many millions across the globe in defense of freedom, tolerance, and the rule of law. In Nigeria, we have made significant strides to put our own house in order. We will work tirelessly to uphold due process. The rule of law remains the permanent and changing foundation of the world order. Freedom, tolerance, and rule of law are universal values and undermine the best that this General Assembly represents, and that binds us all. Mr. President, I will conclude by remarks reaffirming Nigeria's commitment to promoting international peace and security and sustainable development. We are also committed to strengthening partnership and cooperation with international and regional organizations for the benefit of humanity. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the General Assembly, I wish to thank President Muhammad Buhari, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for the statement just made. May I request representatives to remain seated while we greet Mr. President.
A turning point, or as the moment when multiculturalism lost its way. Fortunately, the path forward is clear. Never before have we had such well-defined roadmaps for joint action on development, climate change, and global health. I therefore congratulate the Secretary General and his team, as well as the President of the General Assembly, for the relevance of this week's high-level events. The transformational potential of universal health coverage is now at the top of the global health agenda. This is thanks to the outstanding leadership of the World Health Organization and many other stakeholders. In Rwanda, more than 90% of the population has insurance coverage. This has contributed to significant improvement in health outcomes. It shows that it is possible for countries at every income level to make healthcare affordable and accessible for all. It is essential for Africa and the rest of the international community to work closely together on peacekeeping and peace-building efforts with mutual respect. In the coming weeks, Rwanda is preparing to receive and protect a number of refugees and asylum seekers from detention camps in Libya. The support of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and the African Union is greatly appreciated. We call on every member of the United Nations to uphold their legal obligations in a spirit of solidarity. This partnership is a clear sign that we can cooperate to address complex problems. Africa itself is also a source of solutions. There is no doubt that the challenge of global inequality can only be addressed by working together. Rwanda stands ready to do our part. That includes guaranteeing the rights and opportunities of women and girls. I therefore take this opportunity to invite you to Kigali in November for the Global Gender Summit. On this note, I wish to thank you all for your kind attention.
On behalf of the General Assembly, I wish to thank the President of the Republic of Rwanda for the statement just made. May I request representatives to remain seated while we greet the head of state.
Turning to public finance, I'd like to look at the increase in expenditure for security to the detriment of financing for social development and development. I take this occasion to applaud the United Nations accompaniment of Burkina Faso given its unraveling of the security and humanitarian situation. Indeed, Burkina Faso's eligibility to the Peace-Building Fund announced by the Secretary General of the United Nations made it possible to have an interagency mission led by the Special Representative of the SG for Africa and West Africa and the Sahel, and to form an emergency task force under the leadership of the Undersecretary General to open 5 regional centers of the United Nations outside the capital to be closer to the population in their difficult moments.
Ravaged by tourism, especially that of religious fundamentalism nature, which affects countries such as Mali, Niger, Nigeria, Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Chad, the Central African Republic, and Somalia, just to name a few. The international community and the African Union in particular should pay a particular attention to the need to normalize the political situation in Libya, as territories controlled by different militia groups are the logistical source of arms and ammunitions of the fundamentalist groups operating in Africa. Angola has been making its modest contribution as far as possible in conflict prevention and resolution, particularly in the Sidang, Great Lakes and Central African regions, such as was the most recent case of the Uganda Memorandum of Understanding signed in Luanda, and that seems to us an important step in preventing a conflict that was incubated and about to break out.
An address by His Excellency Sauli Niinisto, President of the Republic of Finland. I request protocol to support His Excellency.